Hi guys, here's another episode of and today I will be talking about volleyball, what it is in general, its history, the basic skills as well as the hand signals. Now before I start, let me share you what volleyball is. Now, volleyball is a sport popular among people my age. A lot of individuals are drawn into this game, not because it is easy to play wherever we are, but because the sports have been part of the culture rooted in our childhood. Volleyball can be played however we want, with or without net, one-on-one or team game, and even having no mechanics at all, as long as the ball is volleyed from one side to the opponent. However, in playing the game with its exact rules, it should be played by two teams with 6 players each side and a net in between. The main rule of the game is to volley the ball one side to another with a maximum of 3 touches to volley the ball beyond the net. Next will be the history. Talking about the history of the game, volleyball was invented by William Morgan on 1895. He was the physical director of the YMCA, also known as the Young Men's Christian Association, in Holyoke, Massachusetts. The game was called Mintonet, not until a professor noted the volleying nature of the game, and later on changed the name into volleyball. The first tournament of the game was held on 1922 and it was introduced to the Europeans in Europe in the siege of the First World War. And now, let us discuss what the volleyball court looks like. And the facilities of the sport are as follows. The court must be 9 by 18 meters feet with 5 centimeter line in all corners including the center line. Each team has 9 meters of team court. Next is the net for women must be 2.24 meters, while for men, the height of the net must be 2.43 meters. Now the third is there should be a 3-meter serving area with 20 centimeter distance from the end line of the serving team's court. Fourth is, in some cases, there are required height of the ceiling, which is 7 meters and an 80 centimeter antenna. Now let's proceed to the basic skills of volleyball. The first one is serve. To be a playable serve, the player serving the ball must stand behind the end line anywhere on his or her side of the court. The only thing that the server should do is to touch the ball before stepping on over the end line. The ball must travel over the net, and there are 3 types of serve, which are the top spin, floater, and jump serve. Next is passing. There are 2 ways to pass a volleyball, and these are the forearm pass and the overhand pass. Forearm passing is performed by bringing the forearms together to work as a platform for passing the ball. The rule is to pass the ball from anywhere on the court, hit the ball as hard as you want, and use any part of your body to pass the ball. You can pass the ball underhand or overhand and go out of bounds when passing the ball. Next is setting. Volleyball setting is one of the most difficult skills to teach, and it takes a lot of practice to master. Unlike many of the skills in volleyball, setting requires a super soft touch. The key is to keep the ball on your fingertips and not ever touch it with your palms, or you will be called for a lift. The ball should always remain in motion throughout the entire set and should never be stopped in your hands at any point. The goal is to take the ball into your hands and release it without spin to your hitters. Up next is spike. A volleyball spike or attacks is the strategy used to send the ball over the net to the opponent in such a manner that the ball is not returnable. Up next is blocking. Blocking is a skill wherein the player deflects the ball from the opponent. The goal is to prevent a successful attack and the other team from scoring a point. The blocker's job is to block the spike ball so that it goes back to the opposing team's side of the court. Blocking is a defensive play. Up next is digging. To dig a volleyball means you contact and intercept the ball while your team is on defense by deflecting it up in the air with your arms held together. You defend or dig the volleyball once it crosses into your court after an attack hit by the opposing team so they don't score a point. And now here are all of the hand signals in volleyball. And that's it for today's video. I hope that you have learned a lot from what I have discussed, and that's it. Thank you so much and good day.